Let's be honest, managing a home can feel overwhelming. There are endless chores, meals to plan, and routines to juggle. But recently, I had a realization. What if I approached my home like a business, with systems, structure, and a clear plan? I've always been someone who finds joy in creating systems. It's honestly something that I naturally gravitate towards and feel pretty confident doing. So one day it occurred to me, why not apply those same skills to managing my home? Since then, I've started to view my home not just as something to keep up with, but as a space that I can organize with purpose and intention. Before this shift, I often felt like I was trying to just survive each day. The chores piled up, meals felt like a last-minute scramble, and there was no sense of flow in our routines. It was mentally exhausting, and I realized that without structure, I couldn't fully enjoy the process of homemaking. I needed a better way. That's when I turned to what I know best, systems. The first step that I took was to do a massive brain dump to just get everything out of my head and onto paper. I wrote down every task, every worry, every responsibility, from meal planning to laundry to tackling all of the forgotten spaces of the house. It was overwhelming at first, but seeing everything in one place gave me the clarity that I needed to start creating a plan. This approach mirrors what I do in my business. In my work, we thrive on structure and systems that keep everything running smoothly. So for example, I have regular one-on-ones with my direct reports to check in and to stay aligned. We hold weekly team meetings to discuss what's working, what's not working, and what needs to be adjusted. We manage our projects in Monday.com so that we can continue to collaborate and stick to deadlines. We automate repetitive tasks like ordering commonly used items on auto ship, and then we even have checklists to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks. When I thought about it, I realized, why not apply that same structure at home? I started small by implementing simple systems, so I would use a meal planner in Notion or even in my notes app if I wanted to keep it super simple. I would create checklists for when I host events at my house, and I would organize essentials to make things more accessible for everyone at home. Just like in business, these systems help me to stay on top of things and create a smoother, less stressful environment. Of course, there have been challenges. For example, I love structured tools like Notion, like Milanote, like Google Calendar, but my husband, on the other hand, he prefers more flexibility. We had to get used to balancing our different styles, but we learned how to adapt. So now I focus on systems that are intuitive and easy for him to follow to make it easy to collaborate instead of it feeling rigid. And it's a great reminder that systems should work for your family and not the other way around. One night, I experienced a light bulb moment. I had planned to make tacos for dinner, but after a long, exhausting day, I just couldn't imagine myself going home to cook. But to my surprise, my husband had already made the tacos. The ingredients were already prepped, everything was in the fridge. I also keep a little jar of spices that I make with my homemade taco seasoning, so everything was pretty much already prepped. It made it a lot easier for him to just jump in and do it because my husband is also really busy. He's a business owner as well. And so it made it seamless for him to just kind of jump in even after him, I'm sure, having a long day. And that's when I realized that small changes, like even just having everything prepped and ready in advance, can make life so much easier. It's not about perfection, it's about creating systems that work. The benefits of applying business principles to homemaking have been incredible. I feel a lot more in control and less stressed, and our routines are a lot smoother. Just like in my business, having a clear structure has created a sense of teamwork at home. But I'm still figuring things out. There isn't a perfect system, and it's definitely a process. Some days things run smoothly, and other days I'm back to the drawing board, adjusting and learning as I go. Systems can sometimes feel overwhelming, especially when they're presented as overly complex or rigid. But the truth is, everyone has their own way of doing things, whether intentional or not. Even the decision to have no systems or no structure in itself is still a system. The key is to be realistic about your current approach and ask yourself if it's truly working for you. If it's not, it's okay to make adjustments or start fresh. And if you're unsure where to begin, consider looking to someone else whose process is working well and try their approach to see if it fits your life. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just experiment, tweak it to fit your needs, and find what brings you the most ease and efficiency. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to work. I hope this video inspires you to think differently about how you manage your home. You don't need to copy my approach exactly, as it may not be the best suited for you, but maybe there's a system or two that you can try to bring more ease and structure into your daily life. And start small. Prep one meal in advance, set up a simple cleaning routine, or create a checklist for your errands. It can be digital, it can be pen and paper, whatever works for you and your family. If you'd like to see how I've been applying this mindset and these systems to my own home, please let me know. Let me know down in the comments. I've been using tools like Google Calendar, Notion, Milanote to create systems that help me stay organized and make life a lot less overwhelming. I can share a video showing how I use these tools for things like meal planning, for routines, and just staying on top of general tasks. So please leave a comment and let me know if that is something that you would find helpful and that you would like to see. Ultimately, again, I'm still learning and adjusting as I go, but even just these small shifts have been so rewarding and have made things so much easier for my husband and for myself. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. What systems have worked for you? What challenges are you currently facing? Let's share ideas and learn together. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.